Hi everyone, this is Coach Rob. In this video, I'm going to go through the 4 steps that I put together in order to show people how to achieve. So these are the 4 pillars for achievement. Now, a little background. The way I learned this was when I was a teenager, I took martial arts. And the way it happened was I was just, watching all of these martial arts films. And I said, hey, I want to learn martial arts. So there was a club that my parents were a member of, and there was someone who was teaching. I signed up for a class, so I got a teacher, and you started out as a white belt. And I would go every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to the classes, which was 6 to 8 in the evening. And then I would do classes on Saturday. So I was a teenager, and I started to follow the teacher and learn the skills that they were teaching. Eventually, I went from white belt to yellow, green, brown, black. And I followed this formula my whole life. And that formula is decide, learn, do, persist. Now let's break it down. Decide. Now, when you're going to decide something, here's an important tip. Decide based on the fact that you're going to succeed. In all the years I've been coaching, I find that most people decide based on fear of failure. And that's funny. So a lot of people say, what if I fail? But the winners, when they think, they make decisions based on the fact that they're going to succeed. Because if you understand the success process, you know that achievement and success is predictable. And if it's predictable, then you don't think, what if I fail? You're like thinking, is it worth it for me to do what it takes in order to succeed in this field or in this endeavor? So step one really is just deciding what you want to succeed in and make decisions based on the fact that you are going to succeed. Now, once you've made that decision, the next step is to find a teacher or a mentor. Now, make sure that this person is someone who has succeeded already in the field or in the endeavor that you want to succeed in. So you find a teacher, you find a mentor, and this is someone who has already done what you want to do. Now you ask them, if you're lucky, they'll mentor you one-on-one. If not, then maybe you just follow them. So there are a lot of like mentors that you could just follow on YouTube, or maybe you buy their book, you read their autobiography, and they can mentor you by default. It's funny about Elon. I've really been following Elon when he took over Twitter. By default, he's not mentoring me directly, but I've been watching how he makes decisions. So simply by deciding, hey, this guy is really cool, then you follow their moves. But if you can get someone who can teach you hands-on directly one-on-one, then that would be the best. Tiger Woods had a coach, Michael Jordan had a coach, Manny Pacquiao had a coach. All these successful people, they had coaches. So that's why I like to be Coach Rob, right? Coach Rob, to help guide you through the success process. Having a mentor on the field that you want to succeed in is one of the greatest shortcuts to your success. So decide based on the fact that you're going to succeed, find a mentor who has succeeded already in the field that you want to succeed in, and ask them to mentor you. So number 3, do what they tell you to do. Decide, learn, do. Do what they tell you to do. So when your coach gives you the guidance, and when the coach gives you the path, and the coach gives you the way, then you follow them, because that's how they succeeded. They're teaching you. So in order to be successful, just follow what the successful people are telling you to do. Now, the thing about that is, when you are working hard to succeed, a lot of people are very afraid to ask successful people to teach them. But really successful people just love sharing with others how to succeed. So I would always tell people, get someone who has done what you want to do and take them out to lunch, invite them to lunch, and just, have the guts to invite them to spend time with you. And most of the time people will. All you have to do is offer a free lunch. And then ask them questions, but make sure that these are intelligent questions. So what's an intelligent question? An intelligent question is one that is focused on trying to achieve a certain outcome. and not something that where you're spending time complaining. So one thing that mentors don't want to hear is, why is it so hard? Why is it so difficult? Or, just whining and complaining. An intelligent question is one that's focused on the result that you want to achieve. So you want to start out with, dear mentor, please teach me, or how can I? These are the words that mentors want to hear. How can I achieve this thing? We don't want to hear, like, why is it so hard to sell? Ask the question, please teach me how to be good at selling, something like that. All right. So with a mentor, do what they tell you to do and learn to have a mentor. And learning to have a mentor simply means come to them with questions focused on results. Stage four, fourth part of this is persist. What does to persist mean? I would always tell people there's no such thing as failure. There's only giving up. So when when you're trying to achieve something, the opposite of achieving is not failure. The opposite of achieving is giving up. Now, people give up because there's an event or there's a circumstance that makes them doubt that they will achieve the end result. But if you know the success process or the achievement process, then you understand that success is predictable. You know that there's no doubt that you will achieve what you're trying to achieve. So when you don't understand it, then either someone will tell you something or something will happen in life that will make you doubt that you will achieve the result that you want to achieve. Okay, that's why people give up. What are these examples? Like, you're trying to sell something, you get a rejection. You build a team and everybody quits. You are working hard for a promotion, someone gets promoted ahead of you, something like that. But all of these outside circumstances have nothing to do with your success process. People know that you have to persist in order to achieve, because setbacks happen to everyone. And I've said this one quote to a lot of my leaders, and it's really resonated with them. And that quote is this: having adversity happen to you does not make you special. How you handle adversity and overcome it is what makes you special. Many people feel that when adversity happens to them, they always ask, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why am I so pitiful? Or in Tagalog, why am I so kawawa? Or Taglish, bakit ako? Bakit ako? And, when you're trying to achieve, this happens to everyone. Setbacks happen to everyone. Adversity happens to everyone. But how you deal with adversity is what's going to set you apart. Now, how are you supposed to deal with adversity? You solve it. You work past it. You don't dwell on the drama. You focus on, okay, here's the problem, here's the solution, and then you focus on the solution. And when you're going through adversity, this is the time where you really have to work with your mentor the most. This is where you work with your mentor the closest. And this is where you ask questions. Now, the natural tendency I've seen with people is when there's adversity, they hide from their mentor because they feel like a failure, or they hide from their mentor because they're nahihiya, or they're embarrassed that they're not succeeding. But the mentor, they understand that this is part of the process. So when you're going through it, what your mentor is hoping for is that you talk to them daily. Okay, so the success process that I found in life, and I've used this many, many times, when I started learning how to scuba dive, I decided I want to scuba dive. My wife and I, we found a class, we got a good teacher. We took the lessons, and then we became open water divers, and we kept going and going and going. Same thing when we wanted to rock climb. We found a rock climbing gym, we found a teacher, learned the skills, kept going. Same with windsurfing, same with skydiving. The formula is always the same. Decide, learn, do, persist. Okay? Success is predictable when you understand the success process. I hope that helped. Peace. Bye.